What is up, guys? This is an emergency spice stream. We don't do these often, but they're always a good time. It's always a good time when we have to do them. So let's go. Smash the likes and subscribes. Right now, Bitcoin is pumping again. This morning, reaching 27,000, blasting through 26,000, retaking critical levels to the chart. But can it sustain? Are we going higher? I'm going to tell you exactly why this is happening and where I think it's going. So settle in, subscribe, share the stream, get hype. Let's get into it. It's time, baby. It's time. So the news has been wild, absolutely wild over the last week. I can barely keep up as someone who does this full time. So if you're hanging in there, give yourself a pat on the back. You've made it through some of the biggest BS ever in the crypto space over the last year. Speaking of biggest BS, my music won't turn on. It's not a stream without at least one little technical problem. Screw this pretzel player. No music. No music. So it's been a crazy week and I've been unable to keep up, but I've been doing my best. What we've seen is banks becoming insolvent on the Fed's aggressive stance against inflation. If you saw me on BitBoy's channel yesterday, I had an awesome speech planned out. My camera froze. That all went to crap. Not even going to try to reproduce it, but basically here is the issue. The Fed is stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Their dual mandate says that they need to essentially keep the economy going without allowing inflation to run rampant. As inflation ramped up since 2020, they've taken a stance to increase the federal interest rate percent and perform quantitative tightening, which is essentially removing liquidity from markets. Over the last weekend, when banks started failing, we basically saw a forced pivot. In 5 days, on March 22nd, we'll know for sure in the next FOMC meeting. We will be live. It's already scheduled. Make sure you join us for Chirpow. If they continue the BPS hikes aggressively, we're going to see more banks fail, which is going to result in more bailing out, aka more imagining of money into existence. The Fed's balance sheet, let me see if I can find it. The Fed's balance sheet is up by almost 300 billion. This is the opposite of quantitative tightening. This is reverse, essentially quantitative tightening, quantitative easing. And basically, markets over the last few years have really enjoyed this quantitative easing and extra liquidity, which has pushed them to new heights. I believe that these are basically the two reasons outside the chart why we're seeing this pump happen. I believe it was yesterday, Credit Suisse had to be extended a lifeline, I think along with First Republic Bank, and I think this is just the beginning. This is a great time to bring it up. The cypherpunks, the people who invented Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, they hated banks, and in the Genesis block is inscribed January 1st, or January 3rd, I don't know, 2009, Chancellor on the brink of second bailout of banks, literally in response to banks being bailed out. That is why Bitcoin was created. Pretty crazy to think about. That narrative has really been lost over the years. And as someone who's been in this space a long time, I'm going to say it's crazy refreshing to see Bitcoin actually moving on something like this, because over the years, we've seen so many narratives and we've really seen Bitcoin dump into those narratives as they've unrolled. Institutional adoption, national adoption. These have been huge narratives that haven't really gone anywhere and really have kind of just led into dumps. And so with this banking nonsense going on, with the monopoly money being printed, Bitcoin's finally flexing. And I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier, guys. Good morning. Good morning. I woke up at 6:30. My dog was ripping chicken out of the trash and I woke up really mad, but then I looked down at my phone and Bitcoin was running and I said, yeah, this isn't so bad, dog. You shouldn't be eating those chicken bones, but this isn't so bad. I'm still waking up. My brain is a little foggy, but I'm going to do my best here. If you're in the chat today, let me know. Let me know you're here. We have a poll going. Vote in the poll. Subscribe, like, share the stream out. Engage with the stream by chatting, voting, subscribing, etc. as I just listed. That all counts as engagement, and the more engagement we get, the more YouTube shows this video to new viewers, and that's how we keep growing And I have a feeling, guys, we're going to be growing quite a bit here soon. Shout out to our sponsor, Fairdesk and Market Cipher, along with Bybit, leading industry tools and exchanges. Fairdesk, no KYC. I know some of you guys looking for a no KYC exchange. There you go. I'm going to show you my trades. I did open a new one since the last stream. Let's go over that now because I have a feeling I might have to close them during this live because we're seeing a little bit of red. Basically, last night, was it last night or the night before? I don't know. I'm losing track. I opened a rather fat long for about 40K at 25.4. Now, price is still at 26.6, and that is up about 50% or $2,000 profit. Not so bad considering I really was just looking for a scalp on this. My stop is, for some reason, not set. There was a stop set. I am going to move that up now just a little bit into profit while we're live because I wanted to just make sure that these actually got to be shown. I don't think I'm going to keep my stop here, but I'm just placing them right now because this is the first little bit of red we've seen. My headphones are dying. I am not allowed to stream in the morning, man. I'm not allowed to stream in the morning. I actually opened a second. This is even more of a scalp, but it is a smaller position, just under 20K. Or maybe really close to 20K, about 20K. This is on 51x leverage. This one's on MEXC. That was opened at 25.7. We are 180% in profit for about $650. Since this is such a high leverage trade, I'm going to move the stop up even more aggressively than I did with the larger trade. I'm really just going to target maybe right here, 26.4. Sorry to do this homework while we're live, but I actually wanted to do it while we're live, even though it's boring, because I didn't want to set them and have them stopped out. I wanted you guys to be able to see these. And of course, the big bad, been open all year, my 2023 long trade of the year maybe, now up $6,500. If you combine those all together, I'm looking at about 10 grand in unrealized profits at this moment. And something tells me if it's good enough to brag about, it's good enough to set my stops and take some profits. So while we go through the charts and while we look at things today, I'm going to be kind of peering as to where I can shave off or where I can move this stop, and hopefully you guys follow along with me. Something I wanted to definitely look at, this has been an amazing guide. Funding rates, they were out of the picture for years, now they're back. They have been very front running of these rallies, though I have been hearing a lot of talk actually in my circles about spot leading this rally. I'm gonna have to find indicators to take a peek at that for you guys while we're live here. But we can see across the board, a little bit mixed, not what I was hoping for, but again, we did just rally up to 27K. It would be awesome to see these deeply negative, but I didn't really expect it. Token margin have been the ones that have really gone deep into that bullish funding. Right now, mostly neutral across the board. Binance, OKX, BitMEX, Bybit, Deribit, all at neutral. Projected, leaning a little bearish here in the next funding update, but CoinEx still heavily negative. And what's interesting is now we're seeing USDT and USD margin contracts start leaning into that bullishness. And if you guys remember, these were crazy bearish while token margin were bullish. I don't know what to make of that. I'm probably going to keep watching the token margin, but if the USDT margin becomes heavily negative, I'll probably take that as a signal as well. Same with token margin becoming heavily positive. Probably read into that for my next move, really in either way that they go. Let's take a look at these max pains. I know you guys don't love these things, but when we look at these analytics and we see over time they start being reliable, we can get kind of an early inside scoop into like what the next leading signal is going to be. It does seem to switch off quite often. So max pain on open interest by strike price, looking at 25.5K for the 18th. Not bad. That's up a lot since even last month. Tomorrow, 26.7. I like that. I don't really believe these max pains are literal. Like, it's going to close at 26.7. You should bet for that. But what I do look for is the change in these. Last month, all of these max pain prices were down at or under 20K. Now they're really close to price. They're moving up with price. And I like to see, hopefully, into this week and next week, these max pain prices inch up as market participants hedge their positions short and create a nice little squeeze setup. So let's see the 24th down at 23.5, not a big deal. 22 at the end of the month. And here we go. This is what I was hoping for. The issue I've had with these max pains is out into the months to come, we really haven't seen them update, especially as we get out farther in the year. That does make sense. However, even April was not anywhere near 25.5. Now it is. That's a good trend. That's a good trend. I doubt May, June, and September have updated, but let's see. May at 23, June at 20, exactly. September at 20, December at 23. That proves it pretty well. Farther out are less reliable, and they're down at 20K as all of them were, but as price is moving up and time is passing, we're seeing those keep up with price, and I view that as very positive. Very, very positive. Oh my God, I have to turn off these alarms. I did not plan on streaming early, and I am a mess. Who here has ADD and finds it very difficult to do things in the morning? That'd be me. That'd be me and maybe you. There we go. Turned off most of my alarms. We're going to jump into the charts, though. Man, I don't know how I feel about this long. This 51Xer. I think I'm actually going to move this stop. 26. I should just close this one, to be honest. I should just close that one. Take the TPs it and run. I got two other big positions open. I moved it up to 26.5. Is this a good idea? Probably not. It's probably just going to come hit my stop and then move back up. But I'll be okay with that. My phone is playing the audio over and over. Jesus. All right. 26.5. There we go. As predicted. Right on down. Right on down to hit my stop the second I move it. That makes sense. There we go. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get lucky. Let's pull this charts up. Let's start a new chart. Or maybe we just zoom this one out. There we go. We'll zoom this one out. If you saw me on BitBoy yesterday, I think I already said this, but let's just pull this up. I had some bad news for the Bears, as we had a very spicy pattern potentially in play here. This bullish megaphone. Not a pattern I've seen play out, honestly, very often in crypto. And I will say, now that I've pulled up the chart, taken a peek at it, it's still in play, but we haven't actually seen technically this 5. So the 5 is the 5th touch of the broadening wedge, where price does break the high trend, comes back to back test it and moves higher. We haven't actually seen that yet. Let me zoom in here. So the issue is, one, I know what you're thinking. This trend line, very sloppily placed. I agree. You're correct. If that was your first thought, you're right. You are correct. 2, let's zoom it back in. That isn't right at all. You know, this one's really hard to, this one's going to be hard to pick just because there's so many wicks, so many highs. I think I'm actually going to use my AI assist here. It's not AI, I'm just kidding. I'm going to use something called trend lines, which is a free indicator on TradingView that I use sparingly. I used it a lot more when I started trading. Actually, I really recommend it for new traders because it helps you spot where these trend lines could be. So hopefully it loads. There we go. Sometimes you gotta zoom out. Not seeing a high trend here on the day. That's weird. So let's get down to the 12, see if it generates there. Are you really not going to? Here we go. So it's not giving me what I want, but sometimes through failure we find success. There we go, baby. So here's a live example of this indicator. Definitely isn't a free money machine, but there's no way I would have spotted that trend line without that assisted trend line. No way. So let's see. What do I think about this one? I like this one a lot more. Let's be real. So it doesn't really fit, as in we don't have real touches here on one and on one. We do on 3. But I like this more because now it's showing us that maybe we're above this trend. Maybe we are performing the 5 of this pattern right here. I'll take it. That's a sweet trend line. That's a sweetie. I have to move these down though. Here we go. Let's get rid of that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's do this. I feel so bad for you guys, man. But in the morning, I just am not a human being. I am trying my best. I'll wake up as we go through this, especially, hey, Bitcoin, do a little more pumping and I'll probably wake up a little more. Deal. You guys keep smashing the likes and the subscribes and the shares, and that will also help me wake up. So I appreciate that. Little descending trend line, maybe this broadening wedge pattern, but let's look at what we're, I don't know, just recap here. That descending trend line overlapped perfectly with our 200 daily moving average. That's where price found support. That's at 19.5. So at the moment, I am looking for further upside. I need to see a daily close above 25.2 and preferably a daily open and remain above 25.2. But under 19.5 now, since we've broken our high, below this level is a very bearish, all short bear market back gone level. And while we're above 25.2, pretty much the opposite. I think full bull mode. What? Look at this piece of shit. I'm sorry, I got a rant. This is the music player that I use every stream, and it's given me so many problems lately, and now just isn't working. Screw you, pretzel. God, that's trolly. I just want to have a smooth stream. And it's like, nah, we can't do that. I just want tunes, pretzel. The worst part is I keep getting copyright claims from this thing, which I'm not supposed to. But I reached out to them and they never answered my ticket. I'm probably going to drop them. And I can't find my playlist and it won't let me play any stations. What the I'm so trolled. I just want music. Why won't you let me play music? All right, I guess it literally just won't play. Just keep saying something went wrong. Thanks, Pretzel. Screw you guys. No one ever purchased Pretzel. It's a terrible business. They don't. All right, anyway. I'm trolled by that. Like, I need music. I can't be in silence for like 3 hours while I talk. What do you mean something went wrong? What the? Ow. Why won't this work? Oh my god. Deep breaths. Namaste. Serenity now. Serenity now. What's up, Johnny Hetland? Thank you for subscribing, my friend. I really just want music on. Nah, it's not going to work. I'm just going to have to be mad the whole stream. Great. Bitcoin's pumping. I'm going to be mad the whole stream. We're just going to put on non-copyright sounds. Here we go. Hold up. This'll do. This'll do for now. It's not our playlist, but it'll do. Let me know if the volume's too loud. Which author for that trend line? I think it's JD. I think it's just Trendlines JD. I'll pull it up for you. Nope, it's Trendlines -JD Dayak. Honestly, there's gotta be more than just this one. This one isn't any kind of like holy grail or anything. But I like it. Alright, so we identified that sweet little trend, and now I'm thrown off because Pretzel Player won't work. So let's try to get back into the zone. We did break a higher high here. Let's take a look at... Is my connection just effed? Like, are we disconnecting, guys? Because, like, things aren't loading. Like, that's not loading. Pretzel Player isn't loading. Control. Alright. Alright. I need... There we go. Maybe only kind of work. Okay. That's the most frustrated I think I've ever gotten live. A little treat for our spicy morning. A little spicy morning treat. A little tilted Tom. I get mad when my tunes don't work. Alright. Alright, let's get rid of this crap. Wow, what a terrible way to start the stream. Let's start on the monthly here. It's weird, I'm having trouble hearing. Alright. Here it is. So on the monthly, we have a pretty sweet candle. We talked about the monthly a lot in the last few weeks. It's looking pretty good now. March has shaped up from what was a pretty bearish candle down at the 19,000s Again, trading 26.5. The wick on the bottom of this candle. Now we are halfway through this candle. Plenty of time to go either direction, but at the moment, up looks like it. Too loud. Too loud. How's that? Too quiet? Probably good. Too quiet's better than too loud. Thank you, fam. Appreciate you. I can't tell how loud it is on your side. I only hear how loud it is on my side. Monthly. Better. Much better. Thank you, Ibiza. Ibiza music would know. Did you guys know one time I took a pill in Ibiza? To prove to Avicii I was cool. That's not a real story. Monthly resistance. So we did not close over it in February. However, with this bottom candle, we're looking at a kicker candle for March. If March can close up here, this chart is wild. If March closes at 26, and honestly anything above 25.2, it's gonna be very difficult for me to look at any price other than like 48K. Yeah, there's other road stops on the way up, but 48K seems impossible at this point. But I'll make a bold prediction right now for everyone. Make a bold prediction. You guys know I don't do that often. I'm not really a bold predictions guy just because predictions really don't turn out well usually. And the more people who think it's true, the less likely it becomes. But here's my bold prediction. If March closes above 25.2, I believe we see 48K on Bitcoin before the end of May. Is that crazy? That's not that. That's 2 months. 2 months to do it 2x. That's bold. For me, that's bold. If it closes below 25.2, I think we'd likely see like a very muted, maybe sideways April, where it consolidates, maybe similar to February, where we get a doji candle on the month. That's what I'm looking at. Like, what is happening? This is not my day, even though it should be, because everything's going up. Money flow in the month continues to trend up. Momentum and VWAP. So the monthly is in good condition, but we can't really use that, unfortunately. You can really see that sweet kicker candle on the week here that touched down to the 200-day, rocketed back up. And I actually posted this. I showed you guys in a live stream, and I posted this to the YouTube like community thing. We have a pretty sick pattern here, and this goes along with the 25.2. However, doesn't quite even have as high of a target on the week, closing above 24.2, $1,000 less, or about 4%. We have a beautiful three rising methods pattern right here. Green body, small red body, small red body, small red body, engulfing green. That would be a very spicy close. Now the week only has 2 days and 12 hours to go, which is plenty of time for anything to happen, but much less than the 14 for the month. So what I'd like to see is the week close above 25.2, but specifically 24.2. Leading into the end of March, which closes above 25.2, and then we can clear the way for, and bears don't get too excited yet, clear the way for what still could be a bear market rally, right? Do I want it to be one? No. I don't have any control over that. But even 48K doesn't get us out of the woods. So hopefully more people start looking at this so it becomes less possible and less likely. But even you can see just copying what happened in the last bear market, copying those candles, slapping them on what's happening now, you can see price can go all the way to 48K, and it really is still in bear market territory. It's still in dead cat bounce territory, just like back here. If you use your fib tool, you'll find that 48K lines up extremely well. It's the 786 on your log chart. Did that backwards, but whatever. 786 on your log chart, so that would mirror that retracement. That would be the corresponding high on your normal chart. If you take it off log, it's actually the 618. So I am keeping this in mind. However, what does this mean? If you want to be bullish, what does this mean? It's actually a really good setup. It doesn't necessarily suggest all-time highs soon, but what it does suggest is there's potentially a lot more explosive upside this year. 1. 2, potentially we even know where to take profit, right? We have a good range. I would say that's anywhere from 32 to 48, maybe even 50K. Not a bad spot if you're feeling uncomfortable or you think this is playing out. And then you even get the re-entry. So if this does happen, it's actually not scary because it's already planned out. It's already easy to like trade around. And so that would be kind of good for the bulls and the bears. Bulls get to take their turn liquidating bears. They get a good target to the upside to take profit, and they can re-enter. Now, do I really think this will happen? And the answer is, unfortunately, no. I have never seen something that so many people are looking at that actually plays out. And if we look at kind of how this whole cycle went, there was a lot of firsts. There's a lot of firsts. So in that sense, I'm almost expecting a first here in this year. I don't know what that is. One potential first is that we get a new all-time high in 2023. Do I think that's going to happen? No. Yes, only because people don't expect it. But no, I'm not going to say that's not my bold call or anything. I'm just looking for something that's never happened before, so I don't really even know what that would be. I'm sure as time goes on, we'll identify it if it comes. Maybe that's a Bitcoin ETF approval. GBTC hasn't started trading yet. Soon it will, and we'll take a peek at it. There we go. Oh, it's just so beautiful. So where's the next upside target, right? People are looking, I guess, at 28, maybe. 28.8, that's looking about right. That's your low from 2021 summer. We can even say maybe even January 21. It's like still 28.8. This seems to be a pretty important level to the chart. You touched it twice on your way to 69K. You came back, you tested it as support over 3 weeks. You failed to break and you dumped. So this level is a very logical level, even if we aren't going all the way up, even if we're not going to new all-time high or 48K. This is a logical level because this was significant support that broke, left very inefficient price action. No bouncing, no up and down, no consolidation, no trapping orders, just drop basically. And so to come back, the market to come back and fill that is very logical and very probable. Even if it then reverses and goes to zero or whatever you're dreaming about, bears. That's where I'm going to be looking for the next. That'll be the next upside. You could say 32, but this is where it gets really sketchy. Like you're looking at wicks. I think it'd be smarter just to even take the order blocks. We'll say 28.8 to 30K. That's a good few percent range. This is likely the next upside consolidation if we continue to see it break up. And then very similar to back here, you have again very inefficient price action. It moved up. You get a little kind of tiny bit with these wicks of consolidation, but it's mostly just down. There's almost no bounce. It never retraced to a meaningful level on this fall. Looks like a 0.5 rejection, actually. That's savage. But never went back to the 618 at 52. And so this is very inefficient. And so as soon as you do break 28 or 30, you get to move back to 48 very quickly. So on the chart at the moment, these are really the only two stops that I see before an all-time high. Unfortunately, this one is very strong, and if we look at 2019, was where price rejected. There is something I do want to share with you guys as well before I get too carried away with everything. Before I get too carried away, keep smashing the likes. Wrong button. Keep smashing likes and subscribes. I appreciate you guys. Bitcoin dominance is on a ripper. It's on a ripper. Now I have mixed feelings about this. I love Bitcoin, and I love Bitcoin being dominant, giggity. But it's not a great sign for the market and where we are in the cycle. And this actually does suggest kind of what we were just talking about in 2019. So let me double check. Let me look back. I haven't looked at this in a while. 2019. Yeah. There it is. So in 2019, we were just talking about the potential to 48K, how that mirrors 2019's high to like 14K. Here's what I don't love. Now, these aren't exactly the same. I will admit that. I will concede that. But what we do see is right here in April, on our way up, just like as Bitcoin ran in April from 3,100, we saw Bitcoin dominance move up. So what does that mean? Alts were bleeding value versus Bitcoin while Bitcoin rallied to a lower high, basically. What I don't really love is now we're seeing this rally again. And if you remember the last 2 years, dominance hasn't really moved. It fell into the rally in 21 and just stayed there. Very uncharacteristic, or at least what we would expect, very outside the norm. So we're seeing dominance rise, we're seeing alts take beatings while Bitcoin rallies but isn't really anywhere near a new all-time high. So for me, that's really reminiscent of 2019. I don't love that vibe, but I think what I will say is by the time, or if this plays out, so let's say we do in, I don't know, March or April, we do blast up to 30K, and then, I don't know, by May we do, right? My bold call. Let's say that happens, right? If that happens, by the time we get to 48K, I feel like every single person on Twitter, on YouTube, anyone with a chart is, if they haven't even already found it, we were the first people to point this out, by the way, but if they haven't already found it, they'll find it by 48K. And so that kind of makes a weird self-anti-filling prophecy that if everyone's looking at it, if this does play out and we get here, everyone's looking at it, they're saying, oh, that's where we're going to reject, everyone's going short there. Maybe we do get a new all-time high. Maybe we do blast through it. I don't know, just my thoughts. I have seen over and over and over again, whatever it is people are looking at, no matter how confident it is, even if I'm like, man, that's really going to happen. Once everyone looks at it, it doesn't happen anymore. Maybe that'll happen. Fingers crossed. That's definitely hopium. That's hopium good enough to pack in the bowl. Like, it is, but it's possible. Something I'm digging right now is I've been talking for a good 25 minutes. Bitcoin has not moved. That's excellent. We hit a new yearly high. In fact, it's trading as high as all the way back on June 12th. Bitcoin's price has not been as high as this since June 12th. That's actually pretty remarkable. That's 280 days below this price. If you got into Bitcoin in the last 280 days, congrats, you're in profit, which is actually, I almost guarantee no one in here got into Bitcoin in the last 280 days. People always say, where's the pump going to come from? New people aren't coming back. They got scammed and they're never coming back, and crypto wouldn't have any new money. Guys, they never come back at the bottom. Never. That's why I can confidently say, I don't know how many people are watching right now because I haven't looked at the stats. I've been too distracted. Nice 850, not bad. We can get those numbers up. We only have 300 likes though. Those are rookie numbers. Fam, YouTube will send a team of ninjas after me to kidnap me if I don't get, let's say, 1,000 likes today. Don't let them do that. I need your help, and only you can help me. Shit, what was I just saying? No one joins in the bear market. That's why I can confidently say, yeah, even with 850 people in here, no one started right here. It just doesn't happen. And someone's going to say, but I know my best friend did. It's like, cool. Well, all right, that one person did. But out of every, 5,000 investors, maybe one does. So this is not common. It's just very out of the norm. But you're in profit. That's right, baby. That's right. The daily's still weird. The day is still very weird. This is good. The money flow finally flattened off and is coming back up. This was kind of surprising me. You can see that money flow rolled over on the 12th, right here, into red money flow. So prices continued for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 7 green days. Knock on wood that today closes green. And money flow has just been trending down. It's finally reversing here, and VWAP's pulling a sneaky. That's not a traditional read. A traditional read would still say this is pretty bearish. It's a hella sneaky move by market makers, man. They managed to get price all the way above the 200 weekly with money flow leaving the market on the daily time frame. That is engineered to perfection. Engineered. Okay, our 12-hour candle closed 1 hour ago. That's why. I was wondering. I was like, price was moving really fast, and then it kind of stopped. 12-hour candle stopped, but that is a hella bullish candle, guys. 7.7%, virtually no wick on the top. We can see on the 12-hour a pretty important level of resistance. 24.8. We saw 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say 4 or 5 candles roughly open or close there in a row before blasting off. If we do see a retracement, wouldn't be a bad spot to look for support. Our 618 is actually at a very crappy spot. I don't love that. Our 618 retracement is at 25 on the dot. Here's what I don't love is that's directly where this 12-hour inefficiency started. And so you see a completely inefficient candle up. It's not impossible to see an completely inefficient candle down. And there's that 618 is right there at the inefficiency. I don't love that. But if we look, no, still June 12th. Okay, I was gonna say maybe we have a higher close. Same thing on the 12th. This is really weird, and this feels super manipulated to me. But what is manipulation if not just people buying and selling, right? Whenever they want. Whenever they want. But this feels weird. So price, again, similar to the day. Money flow is trending down on the 12-hour despite monstrous green candles. I don't know what to make of that. What do you guys think? This is unusual. I watch Market Cypher B all the time. It is unusual to see that. Something decent, though, is momentum continues to pull up. We're not seeing that chill yet as these bands are broadening, are moving away from each other again, showing or suggesting that the bulls haven't run out of fuel yet on the 12-hour. That's so spicy. That's such a spicy setup. Two measured moves sitting right under, or right at 25.9. I guess with this 12-hour close, we should place a horizontal here. A little local resistance at 27K. Of course it's at 27K. On the dot. Of course. We did look at this last stream 2 days ago. The 6-hour, the 5-hour, the 4-hour, the 3-hour, and then like all the way down every time frame, but specifically starting by the 6, was looking to roll over on money flow. There we go. This just happened in the last 6-hour candle, so on that close, that's a spicy fake out. That's pretty spicy. We go down to the 5-hour. Let's take a peek. 5-hour rolled over just before the 6, so we have the 6 and the 5-hour kind of in sync, rolling into positive money flow. The 4-hour faked us out on that, which sucks. Savage. 4-hour faked us out. It did roll over, went back to selling. However, it made a higher low, and now it's made a higher high in money flow. The 4-hour is trending up according to Market Cypher B. I don't love this momentum. This looks like a reversal pattern on the 4 with these uneven butt cheeks here. But man, price isn't reflecting it, is it? Isn't it? Isn't it? It ain't. It isn't. It isn't. Okay, 3-hour in full out beast, man. Look at this. Money flow, 45-degree angle up. Look at that. Bears get a turn and just get that. It's like playing basketball and you pass it to somebody and you just slap it out of their hands. No, it's not your turn. You just gave them the ball just so you could slap it out of their hands just to be a dick because you're beating them in basketball. Straight up. The 2-hour, wow, beautiful as well. Okay, high signal potential. Oh no, we never even got the rollover signal. Check that out. Looking left, we didn't get it. We had no lower low. Now we broke our high here, man. 2-hour in full bull mode. 3-hour in full bull mode. Ooh. Let's zoom into the 1. So I did look at this last night and I was a little confused. 1 hour is a little unclear here. Money flow began to roll over. It does look like it kind of got saved here as it's now making higher highs again. But until it eclipses this high, it is looking to roll over, and that might line up with the 4-hour signal that we just saw. I don't know if the bears got it, guys. I don't know. 45-minute. 45-minute. 45-degree angle. It did hit red money flow. Rejected. Now it's trucking back up. Setting its sights on a new high on the 45. We might be at the most bullish reading on the spice meter since it was created not 2 or 3 weeks ago in the history of the bull meter or the spice meter. 30-minute, higher highs, higher lows, clearly defined uptrend. I like it. 15, same thing. 5, okay, here we go. So the first thing that isn't full bull, we're on the 5-minute, very zoomed in. So we do have a higher high. We broke our low to the left here with a lower high, broke the low again. The 5-minute is showing weakness. It is showing some weakness to roll over. Luckily, our higher time frames, hour, 2-hour, 3-hour, looking strong. I don't love this either. You can kind of see momentum contracting here, and then it begins expanding. I think that really lines up with the 5-minute rollover. So let's go take a peek. Honestly, this low could have been the 5-minute rollover right here. Could have been. Let's see where. Not sure where to place this fib. Ooh, I see. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm sure people have asked, I haven't read the chat yet. I'm sure people have asked, should I go long? Is it too late to go long? Honestly, the answer is, in my opinion, is yes. I don't give financial advice, guys. Please don't interpret anything I say as financial advice, especially when I put trades up. But I think yes. I think the answer is yes. You've seen a very large move to the upside. Will it break? I believe yes, but I don't think it will break before some kind of retracement first. Of course, I could be wrong there, but think about it. You're basically just longing the top of a big green day and hoping that it continues up. Don't be discouraged, though. There are going to be more entries. There are going to be more opportunities, but I think right now is risky. Of course, do whatever you want. And if you're gonna go long now, at least use my link, use my referral link to Bybit or Fairdesk Exchange. At least that way, if you lose money, you help support the stream a little bit, a wee bit. This is probably what I'm looking for, unfortunately. I don't want this to be true, but I can see this painting out something like this, where we get some kind of falling pattern here. Maybe 26.2. I knew as soon as I went live, it wouldn't be as spicy. It's like I went live maybe right here and then dropped, came back. Coming down. That effing dog last night, man. What a terrible way to wake up. I'm just like exhausted still. On the 1 minute rolling over. Okay, all right. Well, maybe the short's about to get stopped out. And then you're going to say, damn, I knew I should have gone long. I just don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. I think this is a place to TP a little bit. I'm not saying close longs, as you even saw me on my own trades, not close them all. I just moved the stops up. I think that's the play. Oh, there it is. Looks like that got stopped out. This did not yet. I'm going to use my own analysis. I said that I would be using my analysis in the stream to move my stops. So I'm going to move my big daddy trade up to 26.27 and move that stop up right here. 26.2. 627. 1500. 1600. If I get stopped. All right, I'm going to make that flat 26.2. Just because we have like the 25.2, the 24.2. Let's just 26.2, right? That looks right where liquidity is. Oh, I'm about to get sniped. I'll move it up. Profit's profit, guys. Never get mad, especially if you're going to trade leverage, know your risks. But if you're going to trade leverage, the one thing I find that really traps new traders is the, I could have made more. I could have held this open longer. I could have blah, blah, blah. Like with leverage, you're in profit. Never, ever feel bad about taking profit. If it's a spot position, I don't think you should trade the same way, or at least I don't trade the same way. You have a lot more tolerance for downside action, a lot more tolerance for not taking profit. But with leverage, I think the smart move is to lock them in whenever possible. And you guys have seen me trade some pretty high leverage live, and you've seen how I do it, moving price or moving the stop up as price moves with my trade. And I don't think there's another way to do that. I think it's the best way to go. So this bad boy is still 50% up for 2.3K. It looks like the 50X, the 50Xer, 51Xer. Closed in some Profetto. There it is. Closed in the Profetto. $537 profit That was about a $40,000 long, paid a $3.70 fee. I don't regret it. I don't regret it. What price did it close at? 26.5. I think that's what I said at the beginning of the stream. Right there. Yeah, a little sniped, but that's okay. Not the most sniped. We'll update those in a bit. 26.5. Right here. No, my long sold the local bottom. That'll be sad. That's okay. That's why I have other positions open. And also recommend that, guys. People are like, oh, you have so many exchanges. I recommend using a lot of exchanges. It spreads your risk out, your asset risk of the exchange taking your assets. But what you also can do then is have many different positions open of different leverage and kind of, you can even have positions against each other. You can have a long open and a short open somewhere. But what's good about it is my mentality in these longs can be very different because I have these other positions open. Because I have that one from the beginning of the year open, I don't feel like I have to hold on to any of these like crazy degen plays at 50x, then end up getting liquidated. Because it's like, I'll just close this one, I'll take that profit, because I already have a long open. I already have a big one open, I don't need to do anything. Should I take this short? Maybe I should take my own short and get wrecked. What do you guys think? I think yes. I think you're spot on. 26.9. So we have about 1%. About 1% to the high. Let's cranky up the leveragino on our short. 50x. Should we do 100x? I've never done 100x. Do 100x. Going full degen. Let's do full degen. What's my liquidation price? 268. Uh-oh. Everything just refreshed. That's not good. Hopefully I didn't just disconnect. Usually when everything refreshes, I disconnect. Well, there you go. I just opened a 100x long, or 100x short, and I'm 5% up. Please, please, please don't do this. Don't do this if you don't know what you're doing. Just silly. 100x leverage. There's no reason you ever need to use 100x leverage, but who am I to tell you how to trade? I'm not. Well, we got lucky. We entered in a 100x trade, and it didn't instantly just move against us. Sweet. Lick price 26.8. No, I goofed it up. Oh no. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. I misread the lick price though. What I wanted to do is I wanted my lick price right above this little wick. So it would have had to be 26,981 or something. 26,842. So I am liquidated right here. Oh, that's way lower than I wanted it to be. Oh gosh, 100x leverage was not for me. Oh no. Oh no. Oh well, it'll make good content. It'll make the good content. 8. Wow, look at this. This stop is so tight. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, wish me luck. I think really thoughts and prayers are the only thing that are going to save me here. I don't even know if thoughts and prayers can do it. Whew. There we go. Chosen one. We got almost 1,000 viewers. Almost. No, over 1,000 viewers. Almost 500 likes, guys. We need to get more likes. We need to get more engagements. And we can do it together. We can do it together. Oh, I just got a really weird email. What's happening with TC token? What? There's no TC token. Get out of here, scammer. Anyway, all right, let me pull up the chat. I've been ranting, just trying to wake up, and I'm sorry if it was incoherent. But I did manage to rip off 100x short, so LFG. Let's get liquidated. Unless you're a troll. What's up, Steve-O? If you're here today, let me know. If you are here live in this chat, put something in the chat. Say hello. Say I'm here. Say whatever you want. Say, why are you short, Tom? That's silly. Because we're very, very, very zoomed in. I do not like this. It keeps refreshing. That's not a good sign. We're very, very zoomed in. We're very, very, very zoomed in. So I'm not short on the move. I'm short for content. And hey, look at that. It's working. Look at that. Look at it. You know, as I say that, I know I've done that too many times. As I say, look at that. It's in profit. That's the time to move your stop. Although it does look like it's doing all right. It does look like it's doing all right. That wasn't the worst. 668. My problem, so this is 100x leverage, but it's only $100 in margin, so it's a $10,000 position. It is in profit, but it's $22, and this is really bad trader mentality of me. I just don't care about $22, and so it's like I should close this for a 22% gain, but I don't care. I'd rather get liquidated than then take $20 profit. That's such a bad example to set for everyone. Don't be like me. Don't open 100x leverages, 100x shorts for no reason. Don't do it. All right, let's just leave that. Or not. I don't know. What do you guys think? I should put a poll up. You think I should close or leave it open? All right, you were saying hello in chat. Let me see you said it. What's up, Skyforge? Always nervous when the market opens. Gonna hunt your stops and moon. Yeah, that is how it do though. You know what? I'm seeing this come back up. Let's put this in profit. Let's just be good traders for once on this channel. For once. But I am gonna read the chat. 80. There we go. A 30-cent profit if it hits. Woohoo! All right, cool. There we go. Now I don't have to like look at it the whole stream and be distracted. Let's go. What's up, Matthew Bana? Atomic Dog, Bradley Hudson. You think this short pullback or major? At the moment, this is all I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. So, should you be short? Should you be long? I'm not here to tell you that. I am. You guys saw me open this 100x short. It's not a big trade, even though it's 100x. But you also saw, maybe you're just tuning in, I have two longs open that are bigger than this. So I'm looking to play, honestly, for content because it's interesting and I saw the potential here. But I'm looking to play just a very scalp short. That's it. This is not, I'm not trying to ride this down to 16K or something. Like, I'm looking at 26.2. We're at 26.6. So that's about a 2% move to the downside. About. Not a huge deal. Nice. It's 40% in profit. You guys saw me set it here today while we're live. KV Hups, local range forming. You see that? Jonah, what's up, man? Jordan, TP here. Not a bad idea. The reason I opened this, guys, like, well, just for content and because I could. I saw it. But is because I wanted people not to just like FOMO longs because I have the title all clickbaity and like the thumbnail all clickbaity and prices going up, and that's what everyone's going to want to do today is FOMO along. Every time you see price move up or down, and you get the urge to make a move with that, so you see it move down, you wake up, it's down, and you're like, I'm going to short. That's a late short. The move already happened. And now what you're going to see is even if it goes down lower, price is going to move up to liquidate those late shorts or longs. So I opened a short here basically to prove a point that even though price has gone up, that doesn't mean you should degen long in or something. That's a great way to just be a late long and to get just be liquidity, honestly. Just get wrecked. There we go. This worked out. This worked out. Not every 100x leverage trade works out like this. Let's be real. Let's be realistic. Give you some. What's up, Ferris? Diamond Sauce. Give my chat. My whole computer isn't loading. Is the stream like freezing or anything? Because things keep refreshing. Usually when they refresh, it's because we lost connection. Set stop loss at break even. Already did, Supreme Craig. Already did. I like that name. Clopen. Vandy Hayes. I got it. I'll clopen it. Let's clopen it just for you. Never get liquidated. Save big percent by moving stop loss. Good luck, dude. Thank you, Kaiser. Thank you, my friend. We did just close a 250-ish% long while we were live here, and then we just opened up this 100x short, and now it's 56% in profit. So that's back-to-back, long, short, pretty slick trades. Take that profit. Jack in a crack. I appreciate you, man. Close in profit, says DJM. I love it. I love that you guys, you see me being a DGen, and you're like, no, Tom, no, don't be a DGen. Close in profit, set your stop. That means what I'm saying is working. It's slowly sinking into the minds of everyone here. That is excellent. That is excellent. It makes me proud. Makes me proud. All right, let's stop staring at that. We're going to look at some other stuff in just a second. I want to keep shouting everybody out. Man, I can't believe how groggy I am. What's up, Anna Filipowitz? TP, Low Mips. What's up, Meng? Mike Vollmer, I saw you earlier. Good to see you, Meng. Representing the mods. B. Shorty Man, Brendan DeRock. Rodolfo Arango. Mike Bennett, if you do it 10 times, it's 200. I like it. Closes that $42 profit, says Lefus. I love the specificness of that answer. I love it. The NLK Walla Gamer. Move stop loss. You guys all want me to move stop loss and close it. I like it. No one was like, nah, no stop loss, bro. Leave it open. Let it roll. I like that. Don't be like Tom. Exactly, French Toaster. Don't do this. It was to make a point. Point made. Can't believe you're publicly shorting. I love how people are blown away by this. It's like, oh my God, what a bad move. Guys, it was 50% in profit. Now it's 39% in profit. The stops moved. It worked. I'm not bearish. I don't think price is going down like long term or going down very low. Literally was just to show you don't have to FOMO long. And I figured if you saw someone take a degen short, they'd probably be like, okay, maybe I don't need to like go long this second, right? Ferris, it's your birthday and you lost $200 in a long? I'm so sorry, man. Happy birthday. Let's all wish Ferris happy birthday. You've lost $100 many times over $20. I like that. I like that. What's my target? 26.2, 26.3. But honestly, it looks like it's just going to get stopped anyway. It looks like it's going to get stopped. What a fun position, though. What's up, Xavier? Who else did I miss? Kaiser. Never get... Oh, yeah, I already read that one. What's up, Nate? How you doing, Nate? How you feeling? It looks like 55% of us with 1,000 votes are Chad Bulls. 20% of us are Virgin Bears and are very proud of it. And 26% of us think that poll was stupid and are probably a little annoyed with me doing it. That's fine. I like the results. Keep voting in the poll. Keep subscribing. Keep sharing the stream out. What's up, Tyler M? You have a long that needs to hunt your stop order? That's not good. You have a long already open or a long limit order? That's not good if it's like my TP. Maybe we both get hit. Leave it open. 17% looking for that 16.2. I mean, me too. Me too. That's what I was looking at. Doesn't mean it has to go there. That's what I'm looking at. Moving to profit, let it ride. That's right, Matthew Hoffman. Old cryptos, hundos. What's up, man? We already have 420 likes, don't we? We have 600 likes. We should get 1,000. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to keep bringing it up. Well done. 420 blaze it. Cyber hype. Bitcoin stocks and bonds. Absolutely. No question. Holderino. $20 or more than the daily wage. It's all perspective, man. Guys, while we're waiting for Bitcoin to do something, while we're waiting for me to get liquidated on this 100x long or short, see, I opened so many longs I have trouble even saying short. Like I keep saying 100x long. It's 100x short. While we have a minute, maybe I should do a little rant while we're just waiting for Bitcoin to move. $20 is more than most people on the planet's wage. I respect that and understand that. But I guess my rant here, I grew up with nothing. Just my mother raised me. We were very poor. I never thought I would escape poverty. Ever. My mom made good money for a single woman in the 90s. But we never went on vacations. We didn't have like tons of presents and stuff. Like we lived very frugally. And that's how I grew up. And by the time I was an adult out of college into the workplace, I had student loan debt. I had car debt. I had God knows what else, right? My net worth was like negative 100 grand. Then I found crypto. Then I found Bitcoin. Bitcoin changed my perspective on money. It changed my perspective on wealth. And it changed my perspective on amounts. So I said $20, I don't even care about anyone close it. $40, same thing. That's a perspective that has been morphed over time slowly. That's not like me being a douche, I don't know, like rich guy. Like $40 to me, I don't know, many years ago now, would have been a good amount of money and I would have been stoked. But everything scales out, right? Everything scales out, and when it's in Bitcoin, it's like logarithmic. I don't know. My perception of money just is so rapidly evolving, and I don't mean what I view as money, but I mean amounts. And inflation is not helping that, obviously. But me a bunch of years ago would have slapped me now for being like, I don't even care about $40. I'll just throw it away. I'd rather lose 100. That's not who I am or who I grew up as. But it's just the perception that crypto has kind of morphed onto me or pushed onto me over the years. That wasn't a very good rant. I'm still too tired. Bradley Hudson, do you think this is a short pullback or major? Honestly, at the moment, I think it's a short pullback to 26.2. It might not even make it. Might not even make it there. We'll see. It's your 18th birthday. Dang, Ferris. Go do some 18-year-old stuff, man. Get off the charts. If you're 18 years old, oh my God, that's mind-blowing. By the time you're my age, man, you're going to have been in crypto for like 10 years. You're going to be a goddamn millionaire. Make sure you have Bitcoin. If you're like 18 years old or younger or even around that age, if you have like I don't know, bunch of decade investing timeline horizon, please do me a favor and just own a little bit of Bitcoin. Doesn't have to be your entire portfolio, but like even just like 1%. Just have like 0.01. Please. Because the last thing I ever want to see is young people come into the space, try to get rich quick, and then 10 years from when they start not be rich because they invested in all these get rich quick, low cap, different things. Like just a tiny piece. You can put everything else in your crap coins, just a little piece of Bitcoin. Because in 10 years, that little piece of Bitcoin is going to be more wealth than you can acquire. I believe that. I absolutely believe that. The price of Bitcoin has already outpaced the feasibility of obtaining one Bitcoin, which is obviously just not really an important number anyway, but the point stands. Now it's going to go to 25K since I closed. I didn't close it. It's still open, baby. It's not closed. It goes to 25K. Yeehaw. How much do I make at 25K? $650. All right, we'll just put 25. We'll put 25 too. Let's add to the liquidity at 25 too if it gets there. Hundies. What's up, rich man? Anna Flipowitz. Jordan Shirtliff retracted his message. A good trader you must be. What's up, Crypto Stevo? How you doing, dude? You would leave it. What's up, A1 Thaler DJM Inhumane Pie? I like that. Inhumane Pie. At 18-year-olds, you were partying 7 days a week. I was a nerd, dude. I was like a nerd jock. I didn't party at all. I had tried alcohol like 3 times by the time I was 18, maybe. All I did was sports. And that's really why. Because I did just every sport. can't, I don't know. It's hard to get messed up and then go do sports. They also drug tested us and stuff. I didn't become a party animal until I got to college. No judgments though on anybody who did. You're 18 too. Wow. If you're under 21 years old, just say something in the chat. I'm curious because our analytics show that very few people your age watch this channel, and that very few people your age are interested in crypto actually, which is a huge advantage to you if you're here. Like I said, if you're 18, by the time you're my age, you will be so much farther ahead than I am because you'll have had 10 plus years to be in Bitcoin. I'm envious. I'm envious of the generation before me. When Bitcoin began in 2009, God, like how old was I? Like 21? I don't even remember. But I wasn't a young buck, really. I would have done anything to be able to like invest in Bitcoin as I was like a kid. God. Obviously in hindsight, nobody knew that at the time. Wow, I'm taking this something itchy with this one. Yeah, dude, I got up early. Dog woke me up at 6:30 in the morning, eating out of the trash, chewing on some chicken bones, freaked out. Was mad at the dog because she never does that. Professor Beans never does that. And I saw Bitcoin was pumping and I said, hey, there's no time to be upset. But God, I'm just out of it. No, get out of there. Don't go back up. 2-minute warning. What's up, Applegate experience? John Doe. Evolved to the quantum chain in 10 years. I mean, if quantum computing is the majority of computing in 10 years, then yeah. There already are. Is it a good time to address quantum FUD while it's not moving? Put it this way. If you're worried about quantum computing and blockchain's future, there's logic behind that worry, but there isn't reality, honestly, behind that worry. The effort and time it takes to develop a quantum computer, I'm not even going to get into, coins pumping. I'm not even going to get into like how long that will take because I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I know we're nowhere near that. Nice. Coin opened today at 70, opened high, above resistance. Last time coin pumped, Bitcoin pumped too. Maybe we'll see it take a run here today. So I'm no quantum computing expert, timeline, Moore's law, whatever, but it is infinitely easier to make encryption against that level of computing than it is to create that level of computing. Quantum just really isn't the threat people think it is. It will take, like, there have been quantum resistant algorithms, encryption, like for years now. Quantum computing is like just becoming a thing that's like at all real. And we've had algorithms, like I believe it's like Shor's curve and things that are quantum resistant. It is much easier to protect against it than it is to make it. By the time it's a legitimate threat, which it will be someday, I think that's where the concern is valid. Someday it will be. But by that time, Bitcoin will have changed algorithms. Everything will have changed algorithms. And now quantum computing isn't that kind of god level access to everything, crushing all encryption. Like, it is much easier to defend than it is to attack in that sense. So, I mean, it's a logical fear. It's coming, but yeah. What's up, NVK? When frogs? I have no idea, dude. Play for fun. Send you $40 if you just want to throw it away. But if I send everyone $40 and I won't have any money. There's 1,000 people here. What's up, Luke O'Donnell? 17, started trading years 14. That's wild. You guys are in such an interesting time, seriously. Like, people under 21, you're in such an interesting time. When I was a kid, and hell, even as an adult, trading was not cool. It was not talked about. It wasn't a thing. And in the last, I want to say, 2 or 3 years, GMC and AMC and GME brought the advent of this. They brought like a trading culture. And it's kind of like cool now. It's like weird to me. And that's very new. Like, you wouldn't have been able to get into trading when I was a kid. Like, they just wouldn't. There weren't exchanges that you could get onto, and there wasn't the access or the information either. So lucky. Flex, turn 19. Nice. Nice, dude. Big advice, though. So, I know you youngins, you're full of energy, you're full of testosterone, you're full of drive, you want to I don't know, you just want to go nuts, you want to go ham on everything, you want everything now. Please, please, get a little bit of Bitcoin, put it on a ledger, forget about it. Getting rich quick does not work. But getting rich quicker than everyone else does work. If you try to get rich quick, you're just going to lose your money. Play the long game if you're young. That doesn't mean you can't play the short game too. You still can trade, you can still be a degen, but have a separate portfolio, a separate compartmentalized portfolio or place where you hold assets that is specifically and only for the long game that you won't touch. And the problem with this is lots of people who hear this when they're young say, okay, I'll do Ethereum, I'll do Solana, I'll do DOT, I'll do whatever. No, just do Bitcoin. Bitcoin, and I'll say Litecoin, but that distracts from the point. Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency that you can say with almost 100% certainty will be here in 10 years. Everything else, there are different degrees of that. Like I said, Litecoin, very, almost impossible for it not to be here in 10 years as well. But just keep it simple. This is just a long-term play. This is just the hedge against time. And you have so much time. It is such a valuable, in fact, maybe it's the most valuable asset that exists. You can't buy it. It's directly equal to money. Just do that. It doesn't have to be the biggest percent. I would say you want it to be like 50% or more of your portfolio, but that's up to you. Play the long game. Just like everyone else is. I'm old and I'm playing the long game. You young bucks have like 2 decades of time horizon on me. You'll make it much farther. You're lucky. Oh no, Y2K. Buffering? Are we buffering, dude? Streaming for 69 minutes. Nice. It's not telling me we're buffering, but things keep refreshing. And that's usually a sign. Here we go. Here we go. Our 100x short. Printing money now, 87% up. Reminder, we already closed. A fat, oh gosh, how much was this percent-wise? We already closed a fat, I think it was like 200% trade long earlier at 26.5. We went short 26, call it 7. But this is degen 100x, now up 75%. I'm going to move my stop down. 26. 6. This is the 2660. I'm going to do it slow. Hold up. I got to go to the chart. Hold on. That wick is catching my curiosity. I should have kept it where it was. Because I think if it hits here, it's going to hit here. Oof, now it's a hammer. Ooh, traditional markets started trading minutes ago. Looks like 2 minutes ago. Oh yeah, that's because coin went off. Duh. Coin opened to a green day. That's a good sign for the pump. That's a good sign for the pump. Little orphaned hammer candle. Coin trading up to 71.30 now. Putting on some gains. Me gusta. 73.73. Sent an alert there. See, the S&P closed a really, really strong day yesterday. Let's see how it's doing. Womp womp. Our trade got snipied. Let's get rid of that because it's taking up too much room in our chart. Solid close on the S&P 500 yesterday. Back above the 200 daily. Now, it did open red today, only 0.25% down. Looking to hold that 200 daily support at 3936. I think that's looking likely. 3936. That's all right. Let's see, 4,025 today. Looks pretty likely. I'm gonna have to see the other charts. We'll have to see what the dollar's doing. That's looking pretty likely if we have any upside evidence here. Oh, bearish inside candles here. Nothing too strong though. Wow. Dollar is just the weirdest chart. I've watched the dollar for years, and honestly, I think it's harder to predict than Bitcoin. The dollar always looks like it's like definitely moving in one direction. It's like trending up, trending up, trending up. And the second you're like, okay, it's trending up, it isn't. And it's trending back down. By the time you're like, okay, it's trending down, then it's not. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why. Maybe it's the most manipulated thing. I don't know. But I've had such a hard time. Like, I've been looking for this dead cat bounce to 109, and it's like, looked like it's doing it multiple times, and then just chills out. Honestly, in reality, what I think it is the dollar just moves so slow, and I'm used to charts moving so fast that it just messes with my compass. All right, Bitcoin looks like it's coming to stop our short. No. I'm liking it, though. I'm not seeing strength on the dollar at the moment. I think that that's likely to clear the S&P for a touch of 4,025. It doesn't really get it anywhere. It's just a retest of the descending high trend and a previous resistance and support level. But that close above the 200-day has really just changed this chart up. The rejection from it on the 14th after losing it was incredibly bearish. Luckily, it held on to its low. If it hadn't, we would have been looking for 3640-ish. A solid 1%, 2% downside. 5%, my bad, downside. Closing back above really sets it up. If it closes back below the 200, looks like shit again. The good news is you have a really close invalidation. That's 0.37% away from price right now. Let's take a peek at total crypto market cap, and I'm liking it. Retaking the 200 weekly along with the rest of the market, obviously. What's interesting here, and this is a divergence from BTC today, is if we look at total, that's weird, that wick's gone. Did you see that? Am I crazy? Did that wick just move? Chat, am I crazy? You saw me do that, right? I placed that trend line. What is going on? Is this real life? What's happening? Okay, they're the same height. On total, on a day. Watch this. And I go down to the hour. What? Technically, it's at a higher high now. Though, weirdly, on the day, I don't know. I do not understand. Okay, here's what it is. On the day, it's a double top. On 24 hours, which is the exact same time frame, no reason it should be different. You see that higher high, which it actually is when you see when you go down to the hourly time frame. That's weird AF. That's really weird. Either way, I didn't mean to get like distracted by that. I didn't mean to rant about that too long. Let's see what we got. 1.14 trillion. That's very close to price. Barely even an upside target. 1.28. Yes. Around 1.28 trillion or 1.3 trillion for just under 20% gain. It's likely the next upside target for total. But again, if you haven't been on this channel for a long time, if you're just tuning in today, don't forget to subscribe and join the Discord. Don't forget. But if you're new, you probably weren't here for this. As long as we're above the 200 daily or weekly moving average on total, which we have been longer and more frequently than Bitcoin over the last few weeks, my bias is bullish. I'm aiming to the upside. When we fell on the 8th, we said the exact opposite. Price has lost the 200 week. Now our bias should be to the downside, as this is representing the total crypto market, not just Bitcoin. It's bigger than Bitcoin. But we're back above. We have at the moment potentially a higher low into a higher high, and that's looking for an upside move, I think. Degen short, still open, still degenning. but is it gonna be good? I don't know. 5 minute was really the tip off for me. Money flow coming down like this. We didn't even have this painted out yet, but now we have an even lower momentum low. This is looking a little heavy, but this is a 5 minute time frame. The 15, when I went and adjusted everything, also looking a little heavy, but not quite as bad. I don't like this little pop up and then pull back. You can see we haven't exceeded our lows to the left, so we're not quite looking for it to roll over, but it is looking kind of sketchy there. 30 minute lining up really well with that 15, saying a little bit more downside. So if that 16.2 does fill, 16.2? If it does fill, that's likely, well, that'll likely be signaled by the 30 and 15 minute breaking their lows and looking to roll over. But then you go into like the 45 and this looks so bullish. The hour is still sketchy, of course, but the 2 hour, very, very bullish. And you go into the 3 hour, even more bullish. If it loads, even more bullish. Wow. Look at that. Look at that big old V. V is for vendetta, but it's also for victory. So do I think it's going to go down? What do I think? So I really do think this is just what we're seeing. I think we're seeing a low into a lower high, break down to a lower low, and that's it. And that's it. I think we then see it retrace, and it doesn't have to be today. Beautiful. It doesn't have to be today, but I think we see it then retrace to the upside. We could consolidate, but I think it is looking for that 30K or 28.8 range. It's like 28.8 to like 30K. This is where I think it's going. Of course, there's no way to be sure where it will retrace to. Could go lower. And in fact, it has a lot of room even to wiggle. Like looking at this structure, in reality, you can go very low and be fine. Let's see if this looks like that, maybe. You could even see this. Like, you still have a higher low, you still are painting a flat top, you're still looking for upside price action. Ooh, 100x short. You are not a comfortable position. There's something that feels bad about shorting Bitcoin. Just feels bad. This short is now 80% up. Since it's on 100x, what that means is price has moved 0.8% down. That is how extreme 100x is. It's gibberish. It's gibberish gains. And gibberish losses. I'm just doing Tom. That's what I'm doing, man. Look good. Thank you. Mama Jedi. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mama Jedi. Been a while. We're degenning out, man. We've got the anime sleeve on. I had the other one on. That one, I don't know what the heck's on with that one. It is itchy. Maybe it got, maybe it wore it after haircut. Like there's little hairs in it poking me. Remember market cipher rule of thirds on money flow. Van, what is the rule of thirds on money flow? Honestly, guys, I do all of my analysis via my own observation and learning. I don't really use, I don't know, maybe I use concepts of other people, but I don't really use them that much. I basically found what works for me, and that's what I do. Pretty much invented all of it myself. When I started trading in crypto, there wasn't any instruction. There wasn't really streams like this. There definitely wasn't people trading live with leverage on YouTube Bitcoin. That did not exist. There's very little information. And so the only things we really had were we could look at traditional market things or we could make it up ourselves. And that's pretty much what I did. Great trade. Thank you, Orange. Glad. It's not bad, man. It's rocking. It's rocking and rolling. I opened this again, just to repeat, guys. I opened this short. It's 100x short. It's not a huge position, but I opened it because I could sense people were going to get FOMO today. They were going to say, Tom, should I market order in right now? Should I go long? And I opened this so you guys, I hope that would help balance out some of those thoughts. Like if you're thinking, oh, I have to get in right now, I have to go long. Well, aren't you glad you didn't? But I have to go in right now. if you see someone streaming open a crazy short position, maybe that helps you kind of be like, all right, maybe I can wait. Maybe this isn't the time. Maybe patience is better than action. I don't know. Maybe that failed. That was my goal. Plus, I also saw the setup and I was like, let's do it. DJ Crypto says close the short. Let's open a poll. 55% of us Chad Bulls. That's right. 1,300 votes. All right, I'm going to open a poll and I'm going to do what you guys say. Okay. Currently 100x short. Okay, got the third option. There we go. Whatever you guys decide, I'll probably do it. Because I don't care about this position. I just did it pretty much for entertainment. Don't FOMO, exactly. Great TA as always, man. Thank you, DB. Draw 3 vertical lines. The first third of the turtle. Halfway point. Draw 3 vertical lines. Market Cipher 5-day. Funny someone said Market Cipher 5-day. Because not many people really look at the 5-day. Not exactly a very orthodox time frame. But I happen to know exactly what that looks like. I even posted it in the Discord maybe like a week ago. The 5-day looks glorious. Glorious. Look at this money flow. When did actually this start? Okay, 12 hours ago. So on this close, on the 5-day, you got a bullish engulf. You close at a new high. This is the highest 5-day close since June of 22. On that close, money flow finally rolled over. We had looked at this many streams saying, this is going to roll over. This is going to roll over. It's like December. It's January. It's February. It just did. Just did. Momentum's trending back up. Momentum's up. The 5-day looks phenomenal. Phenomenal. The 4-day could look better, but it still looks pretty good. The 3-day... Ooh. Send it. I should just close this short. Send it. Look at the 3-day here. Whoop, 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 whoop. One higher. Okay. You have a high on money flow. You have a low. You have a higher high. You have a higher low. You have a higher high. You have a higher low. You have a higher high again. 1, 2, 3. Now 4 higher highs in a row on the 3-day. GBTC, as speculated, let's go. GBTC at $15. Holy smokers, dudes. I have no explanation for this other than I think GBTC is going to be converted into an ETF. That is my only, that's all I can think of. Why else would it be, I don't know, like 80% discounted versus spot and then randomly start running in March? Like in March, and this was front running Bitcoin basically. It was like during the rally up, what day? 7th or 8th? But it's just out of nowhere. Didn't get any GBTC alerts, and all of a sudden we did. Grayscale. Throw out a little tweet here. I love tweeting about GBTC because everybody tweets about Bitcoin. No one tweets about GBTC. Why would you? There we go. Grayscale ETF approval incoming. That in the chat. There's a link. It's still open. Not going to lie, I didn't think it would be open this long. Now it is 100% in profit. Holy moly. 104%. live. That's sweet because we already closed a 200-ish percenter. Now we're getting another one. Remember, guys, I pretty much only win trades when the market's bullish, when it's trending up. Read into that the way you want. We just hit a new high for the year. I'm hitting trades. This is what it is. It is what it is. Does it not? Does it not? What's up, Post? Bully Bulldog. Out here with the puns and punny man. It does mirror-ish BTC. Yeah, I mean, it does mirror-ish BTC, but the discount it was at, there's no reason for that to evaporate. In my opinion, there's no discount for that to evaporate without some kind of hope that their ETF will be approved. And it's just speculation, man. I don't know. But I'm a big believer that the charts bake it. The charts know the news. Not literally, but the charts almost always signal the news, and then the news happens. I don't know why GBTC would out-rally Bitcoin, like outgain Bitcoin after being down 80% on discount versus spot without something that's boosting confidence, without some insider being like, haha, I know what's going to happen. I'm gonna buy this up. Draw a fib circle and down right on. Move stop. Okay. Move it down just a tiny bit. Move stop. Are you not entertained? Sweaty Dave. No, it's kind of cool. So the music on today, the pretzel player wasn't working. I bitched about them earlier. So I just pulled up NCS on YouTube, which is non-copyright sounds, which is actually where a lot of the songs on the pretzel player come from. And this song is on my playlist, but this is not coming from my playlist. It's coming from this. No copyright sounds. 33 million subscribers. Beautiful. Beautiful. Looks like this is playing out. GBTC still pumping. So not really moving with Bitcoin. I mean, I guess you could say it is, but at the same time, it's not. Like it is because it's up for the day, but GBTC has traded now for 15 minutes, 1, 2, 3 green candles. Bitcoin, not quite the same move. 5 minute looks heavy still. I should close it right here. I'm not going to close it here, but I probably should keep moving my stop down in case we don't make it down to 26. This is very ugly, though. I mean, let's be real. Flat bottom, lower highs, not great. This would be the signal to go short. Right here. If we see this rally up, hit a lower high, and then start trending back down, likely the short signal. Fingers crossed. Oh, CoinGecko, what's happening over here? Not a lot moving in the last hour. It's surprising. Biggest gainer XDC network over the last hour, 2%. Immutable X, the biggest gainer over the last 24 hours in the top 300. Followed by Stacks at $1.06. Wow, Stacks actually recovered well. It got rejected from like $1.06 and went down to like, I don't even know, 70, 60-ish cents. And I was like, I wonder if it's just then going to go for a lower high and get wrecked. Back to $1. Not doing too bad here. Phantom is up. Phantom was looking at all-time highs against BTC, I think, for dollars. Nano hitting a higher high in the last 7 days. A lot of the market moving. What's losing? Kava. Okay. Maker down almost 1%. That's really not a loss. That's really sideways. Although 10% for the week. Conflux, biggest 7-day gainer at 100%. Followed by Stacks, Ajax, MX, FTM, Render, Bet. Biggest losers. Maker down 10%. Not that interesting. I hate being up early. I just like can't function. I don't know how people get up really early and do stuff. I just can't function, man. Close the chart. We're going to 100K. Well, guys that are just joining, because I can tell every new person that joins is like, why are you short? Why are you short? Everyone, just so you don't worry, I'm not bearish. This short is just a degen scalping play. I have much bigger longs open that I'm not closing. If I was thinking this was going to go crashing, I would be closing these. The fat daddy long now up 350% for $6.3 thousand P&L there. Nope. Almost loaded the wrong page. And then we have the second long. $2,000 in profit, only a 41% gain. Much worse position. Stop has moved up to 26.2. So we've got 2,000 plus 6.3 thousand. It's $8.3 thousand in profit long, and we have a 77% short. So this is much smaller. I'm still very much betting to the upside. This was just a degen play, and I hoped it would ward off people FOMOing into long positions while we were like up here or up here. I know it's tempting. Price go up, number go up. Tom has clickbait title. Tom's thumbnail is giving me financial advice. Hopefully that worked though. Nice little example of when it's moving. And when you think you have to do something quickly, you don't. It almost always stops. It almost always chills out. There's very few exceptions. Very few exceptions. If you guys haven't hit the like button yet, please help us get to 1,000 likes. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Help us get to 100,000 subscribers. We're racing Bitcoin. And we clearly disconnected for a second. My thing isn't telling me anymore when it happens, which is weird. But YouTube tells me it happens. See? This thing. Boop. From 990 to boop 300. And then back up to 900 again. Anybody get disconnected? Dixie moving down. That's where we're looking at it open. We're hoping and looking and praying. The dollar is moving down, but it's not significantly moving down. It's not like get excited mode yet. Got to see it under like 103.5. It's a pretty big move for the dollar to drop in one day if it goes all the way down there. It's not green today, but you can see in the last week or so, yes, it's trending down. You have a high, you broke your local low, you hit a lower high, and now you're moving back down. But you really need to hit this low. You really need to move into a lower low here to have a structure that says you're trending down. Not quite there yet. I think it will happen. I just don't think today. I don't think like today something crazy is going to happen. Really watching the S&P 500 still chilling right where it was, hoping and praying it holds its 200 daily moving average. What a fake out if it does. Crazy fake out if it does. Wild. It's looking good so far. Coin is pumping, guys, and last time coin pumped, so did Bitcoin, or it was like kind of, I don't know, lagging. It was very in tune with it. It spent a lot of time since February consolidating, the entire month really, February 2nd. Now looking to retest February 13th's high, and if it pushes through, likely going back to 87.70, reflecting the health of the crypto market. And I think that that is right on spot. Here we go. My short is looking to get riggedy wrecked. Oh no. Oh no, it's only 40% in profit. Oh no. Oh no. Life will go on. Move the stop like right about here. There it is. Anybody who was looking for a potential trade, there it was. There it is. Not financial advice, but as we said, if you get a lower high, you got an ugly pattern. This could still break through. There's a minute left, but I mean, there was probably the entry for the scalp. That stop's good. Honestly, never mind. The stop's really good because if it does get stopped, it's moved significantly above the trend and broken its previous high. 5 minutes just giving me bad vibes. Give me bad vibes. Breakthrough. You've got some pretty significant divergence actually on your lows here. RSI really came down. We didn't actually get the lower low. So you've got some strong hidden bullish divergence right here. And if you were looking for anything to break this trend, that's what you'd probably hope for. Dominance up, love to see it. If you're here at the beginning of the show, I kind of went over this. The only thing I don't like is dominance is going up, just like in 2019. In 2019, this is what happened. This is what happened. We rallied from 3,100 to 14, which is a great rally, right? But then we spent another year plus, right? Another year and a half until we broke the all-time high. Traded almost back down to that low. So dominance was rising here. Dominance is rising now. Price is rising now. Dominance is rising now. It just fits 2019 really, really well. I don't like that. It's uncomfortable. I don't want it to fit 2019 well because I don't want to move up to 48K and then move back down to like, I don't know, like 20. And then move back up again slowly and break the high. It's not the path I choose. Uh-oh. Skedios. Ooh, it's Friday. I forgot it's Friday. Happy weekend, everybody. Just got to get through today. Luckily, the bulls are here to help us out get through today with some gains. And there we go, pushing through our descending trend line. Pushing through. Likely stopping out my degen short. Oh no. Let's watch it. Let's watch it in real time as my gains fade away. I kind of want to be a bitch and move it back up. 47% said let it ride. I'll let it ride. Let it ride. Never short the corn. You know what, Flat Smack? That we all used to chant, you don't short the corn. Like 2017, everybody used to chant that. Nobody said that this round. No one said that in 2021. It just didn't come back. That, I don't know. What's up with that? But I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. What's up, Valtris Amber? Thanks for subscribing, my friend. Good to have you. Patrick Pekela, Legionnaire 2008, Lewis Payne, Peter Lachny, Nitanya Barge, Nicola Link, Luca Kostelik, Apariz, Andrew Chong, Badger AI, Virtual Insanity, Sonirith Sath, Roberto Prado, Scooter Hotos, all subscribed in this stream. Congrats to our new fam. If you've subscribed today, and even if you didn't subscribe today, if you're not in the Discord, join our Discord. It's the best way to keep up with the live streams. But I'll also, after every live stream, I airdrop some BTC to you guys and make you Bitcoin holders. That's how much I believe in it. It's not a lot, but it's something. Just by being in the Discord, you don't have to do anything. You'll get it just by being in there. I don't like this stop anymore for this. I guess it is below that measured move. So close. Aaron Bergman. What's up, man? What's up, Aaron? Aaron subscribing. Drop a little subscribble on the Chisnizzle. That's right, Jump Hop. What's up, Bad Baptist? Good to see you, my friend. Jim Kramer also short Dimitri. I mean, God, I hope so. I really, really hope so. I'm schlong, though. I'm not just short. I have the short open that I opened today during the stream. Just for some degen trading. But I got my longs open. They're much bigger. This is just for funsies. What's up, homies? What's up, in my hero? I'm my hero. Thank you, my friend. Watch your cornhole, bud. You gotta watch your cornhole. Good advice. Dominance to 50%. I agree, Crypto Carnage. Hit that monthly level nicely. Hold that. Hold and hit. Bulls and bears fighting. More like a lord. Yeah, it's more of a lord. You're right. You're right, Bully Bulldog. What's up, Steve B? Dr. Coin Clown. Good to see you, man. Checkmate1 subscribed. Thank you, boss. Tito Games. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Is this St. Patrick's Day? It's not St. Patrick's Day. I'm 100% Irish. When is St. It's today? I'm 100% Irish and I didn't even know. Wow. Failing my heritage here. Plus, we're in a cornhole. What's up, Hex Kid? Hex Kid. Lane, you're the best streamer. Thank you, my friend. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not the most organized, nor the most, I don't know, or the least technical problems, but I try my best, and I just come here every day to share what I'm thinking. Not here to tell you what to think. A little bit of preaching, a little bit of ranting, but yeah, I don't know. I appreciate it. Thank you. There's a lot of imposter syndrome when you stream, because you guys probably have an image of like what my life is like, and I'm gonna tell you, it's nothing like that. It's very normal and boring. In real life, no one knows, like, people don't know who I am. No one recognizes me unless I'm at like a conference wearing my sunglasses, right? It's not what I thought it would be. It's a good life. I like it, but I don't know. It's just, I don't LARP. I don't pretend like a lot of these other influencers. I don't know, like, I trade every day. That's why I got a Lambo and a penthouse in Dubai. It's like, yeah, I doubt that's from trading, my friend. I just live in a big old barn house. Live a humble, frugal life. And all I do is stream and look at charts. It's my dream, man. I've achieved the dream. Gee. Up Crypto Craze, Jenna Crack. St. Patrick's Day. Don't forget to wear green. Is this green? I am also kind of colorblind. This looks a little green to me. It might be brown. For every dollar you make shorting Bitcoin, you can make 2 shorting alts. True. True. I used to, so I've been a perma bull for many years. I used to get mad at people for shorting because I thought it like hurt the market. Probably a bunch of you out there think that to this day. I don't think, honestly, if I could snap my fingers and change the world, I think shorting should be illegal. Doesn't make sense to be able to sell an asset you don't have, but I digress. When you short, what are you doing? You're borrowing the asset, you're selling it. So that does push price down, right? It does. But then what happens after that? So if you close the trade in profit, what happens? A buy order. When you close a short in profit, that creates a buy order when you close it. That buys or rebuys that asset. So it's really net neutral. Like, it really is net neutral. And in fact, you could argue that if enough shorts are open, that's actually a bullish argument because that's a lot of potential coins that have to be rebought, right? So shorting, again, I think it should be illegal. It seems gibberish. How can you sell something you don't own? But whatever. They're not like bad though. I would prefer them. Honestly, I'd prefer no leverage to be in this market. But we don't get that, fan. We don't get that life. Justin Todd, what's up, man? Ready for the pamp? I'm ready for the pump. Pubo Kaizen. Jonathan Schaefer. Close it now. More profit than the AdSense from the stream? That's facts. That's big old facts. I think the most from ad revenue I've ever made on stream is like, I don't know, $100. And that's like the biggest, most viewed stream. It's irrelevant. It's not even worth like thinking about. Man. Just chilling. It's just chilling. You know what it does though? It always just waits for me to end the stream. If I end the stream right now, it'll move or it'll dump. If I stream for 10 more hours, it won't move. It'll be at 26.5. So use that to your advantage. Get your positions ready until, you know, pre-stream being done, and then you'll be ready and set up for the end of the move. 500 votes, 46% people say let it ride, baby. All right. Let it ride. 32% say close it. Probably the right answer. Move the stop down again with 22% with 500 votes. Good advice. Let it ride, though. As long as let it ride is number one response, we're going to let it ride. Just going to let it cruise. I might just take a peek at some other charts here. Like, what's Ethereum doing? Has anybody called Ethereum? Call your bear friends today. If you have bear friends, check in on them. They probably need to be checked in on today. All right, Ethereum, all right. We got stopped out on this long from 1,577 a while ago. Looks like we snipered her back at 1,420, back to 1,577. And it did, as predicted, finally reached. I bet you guys were starting to not believe that this was a real resistance. 1772. Because to be honest, I almost started thinking it wasn't. Because he got so close to it so many times. It's just unusual not to hit it. I almost doubted it. But there it is. Resistance in play. Profit takers back in. Now it's climbing its way back up. Doesn't look that great, though. Kind of seeing a little bit of exhaustion here. Right up against resistance on Ethereum. And here comes my short getting closed. Here it comes. You've got low, 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 bottom, high, higher, low. Now you're back at your high. This short. Looks like it's cooked. Oh well, 32% is what it is. When altcoin season, MVK, if what is happening right now continues, alt season, I mean, it's going to be like blood alt season for a while. Not going to be too kind to alts. Maybe this is fitting. You know, I've been said this a few times that in this run in 2021, even into 2022, no new retail bought Bitcoin. It was very weird to me. It was very weird to me. And again, another kind of gaslighting scenario where I almost felt like, wait a minute, are they right? No, of course they're not right. But it's because new retail's never gone through this cycle. So in 2019, we saw something similar. I keep repeating that. But dominance rallied. Alts got wrecked, basically. Bitcoin rallied to 14K from 3,100. And I think if you weren't around then, you probably wouldn't get Bitcoin. You probably wouldn't understand why you want it in your portfolio. Because the amount of people with zero Bitcoin in their portfolio over the last 2 years has blown me away. I've commented on it many times. And I've kind of just been sitting there wondering, like, well, when is that really going to punish them? And right now does seem to be the time. It really does seem to be the time. Dominance is straight vertical. Just taking off. Hasn't broken June's high, so it's not breaking out yet. It's not crazy. But that's quite a candle on the week. It's only 6.8%, but still. Inching up there, 48%, maybe as high as 49 above there. If you get above there, then you're up in this zone next. 56 to 60%. That would be, if this happens, alts are going to get absolutely decimated. Absolutely decimated. It looks bullish, man. It looks bull. I didn't get stopped. Huzzah. Huzzah. What's up? K Henry 1680 subscribed. Welcome. Good to have you. Good to has ya. Wow, that whole playlist ended. That's pretty wild. The whole playlist is. My pretzel player is not working. Why, it's a silent stream. It's like a silent disco, but not as fun. Lack of cold storage, Sergio, I know. It's, we've learned this game over these years. Like, you just can't get people to do these things. Like, they make their mind up. They think they're right. It's a Dunn-Kruger effect or whatever. They think they're the expert. It's all going to come back to bite them. Cold storage is so important. Weird how much anti-cold storage sentiment there is. Oh, but I don't have enough crypto, the fees. If sending it one transaction on your asset is going to eat into your portfolio, then yeah, then don't have cold storage. Like, because your portfolio is like not even $100. Like, then who cares? But just such a bad idea to not only not use it, but to like actively, I don't know, campaign against it. Just a bad idea. Bad idea. Oh, Bitcoin, what are you doing, guys? What are you doing? It's just waiting. You can see it just waiting for me to be done. If you haven't signed up at Fairdesk, check it out. No KYC. You can use it in the US. Great exchange. I've got some fat orders on it right now. Waiting for them to play out. My internet's being so weird. Never had this happen before. It's like a new type of weird. Happy weekend. Happy weekend. Happy weekend.